Well, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's been a while. I definitely been, not doing podcasts as I should, but we getting back, from our trip from South Africa and definitely getting our regular podcast and going again. And, we talk about our brother, Jonathon Majors. Now, Jonathon Majors have been on the high as of lately. He is the new villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kang the Conqueror. He's also had a recent movie, Creed 3, has done very well. And the brother, recently was arrested. The brother's arrested for, assaulting his girlfriend allegedly. And immediately, an ad that was with the U.S. Army pulled the ad, would not even the facts come out about the brother. No facts whatsoever, okay? Now, you remember Dana White, UFC president Dana White. And you remember they actually caught him on tape assaulting his wife. Do you remember that? And there was, as you can see here on the screen, ESPN employees asked not to write about Dana White's slap incident because he was caught in Mexico slapping his wife. You had no tape or anything on Jonathon Majors, and the U.S. Army immediately pulled the ad they were supposed to run with him. Now, I will say this. No black person should be promoting anything with the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army and anything with them has been imperialistic toward black people at home and also abroad, okay? But you have to understand something, especially my brothers here in America. You are always going to be treated different. It don't matter how successful you are. No matter if you clean cut. Don't matter if you Pookie and Ray Ray. You're always going to be treated different. Always. And I see a pattern when it comes to our brothers in Hollywood and different things like that. So the girlfriend that he has, and we'll put her up on the screen here. The girlfriend, you see the persuasion of, his girlfriend. Need I say more? I don't understand why any brother, especially with all the information that's coming out about, people in her community and also the history and the different things that's happened to black people at the hands of people in her community. Why are we choosing to be with people in her community? There are videos constantly coming out where they're saying from those who are celebrities on down to regular people about how they don't want to wash their hands, how they don't want to bathe, how they don't want to take showers. I just saw a video today. One of them say she only showers once a week. I mean, you only shower 4 times in a freaking month. So then my thing is this, as a man, these are women. You got that body part between your legs and you're not showering? Really? But hey, I don't know about that. I cannot relate to that. I've never been in a relationship with a woman in that community. That was never an option for me. But the story has come out where actually Jonathon Majors called the police. Actually, he called. It wasn't the other way around. He called, as is being reported, that on his girlfriend. He called on her. And then when the police got there, she changed her story saying, oh, he assaulted me in the car on my way from the bar. And so immediately how they just reacted on this brother. No evidence, no nothing. This will always be the lot in life for black people, especially black men in America. Listen, in America, you can make some good money. If you could move a certain way at times or to kind of protect yourself, you can. Listen, you only deal with them folks unless you have to. Anything more than that, you keep your distance because every single time they're trying to come at us, even we not even trying to mess with them. That's first and foremost. Number two, unless you want to deal with that all the time, then I guess you can have to deal with that. Me personally, my attitude is that I believe more so in the mindset of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I think the ultimate way to honor the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, etc., is to get you another address somewhere else in a country that's dominated by people that look like me and look like you. That's just kind of how I feel about that. You can do you. But we've seen this time and time again with our brothers. They all look at how they treated Bill Cosby, right? Look at Bill Cosby. They have no physical evidence Bill Cosby did anything. And they still are trying to put charges on Bill Cosby. Look at, there's so many different stories that we can go to over the years and what has happened to black men. If they can't get you on drugs, they go get you on some sort of assault or something. And you brothers can't make it easy for them. You can't make it easy. You just got to keep your distance. He need to holler at Michael B. Jordan and say, hey, we need to find some decent women somewhere. Okay. But the woman he with, not it. In America is a gynocracy. Okay. Anything these females say goes, especially if you're a black man. They doing it to other groups of men too, but we talking about black men here. I said this before and I'll say it again. I talk about this on my other channel. If I was a single man, ain't no way I want to do anything in America in the area of relationships. Not a thing. Because there's so many things that's against men in this country on top of the racial politicking. The marriage laws are against men. The females can lie. Look at the Michael Irvin situation. Another black man. Who is it lied on Michael Irvin? Another one of their women. Always messing and all they gotta do is say it. Listen, that's another reason I couldn't be in a relationship with that particular woman, because it's too much of a power dynamic that I refuse to have in my house. I refuse to have that in my house. It's been a history of these women lying on brothers. Lying. Brothers have been swinging from trees. Brothers have been tortured. All kinds of things happen to brothers, losing of jobs, and them can even lying. They get away with lying. I don't even like say when it just, for me, I look at them more dangerous at times than even they men, because you study the history, they have caused they men to go do a lot of things too to brothers. Many, many things in history all you gotta do is research your history and see how many times they were the ones that stirred up the Klan mobs too, off of what they say. They are not innocent. They even own slaves too. You can read the book. They were her property. They were participating in the slave trade and owned slaves as well. Miss Ann is not absolved of her history. But we as brothers got to stop making it easy for them to take us down too. We got to stop that. Now you do what you want to do, your life, your choice, whatever. But the only thing that I'm telling you is don't make it easy for them. I understand in America, we living behind the enemy lines. I get it. But you don't make it easy for your enemy either. Now, Jonathon Majors, brother, if you was to stumble upon this podcast, brother, get rid of that woman ASAP. Number 2, I will freaking file a lawsuit and see what I can do against her. She recanted the whole story, but Dana White had him on tape slapping his wife, and nobody took no. He didn't lose his UFC job. He didn't lose no sponsorships. He didn't lose anything. As we showed earlier, they were told don't write about it. But nobody was told don't write about Jonathon Majors with no tape, no evidence, nothing, no criminal case, nothing put in court, nothing. And as I told y'all, as I get older, my patience with the system, my patience all the way around is just growing more limited, because I know I don't have to deal with it. That's the thing. When you have to deal with it, that's one thing, but I know I don't have to. I would tell my brother Jonathon Majors, do your job, keep your distance, make your money, have you several homes outside of America, brother. See, if Bill Cosby would have talked to a person like myself, I would have told Bill Cosby, brother, I see they coming after you. Gather all your belongings and leave. Leave. Because there's nothing you could do when these people, you are behind, you in their house. You are in their house. They can do whatever they want to do to you. At least when you go overseas and you go places where it's majority us, and you'll be taken care of a lot better, especially when you got some cheddar. You definitely gonna be taken care of a lot better. Trust me on that. Trust me. You're taken care of a whole lot better overseas than you would be here. Make your money, and then make sure you have a place to go. So when you smell that trouble coming, to a point like, let's say like Bill Cosby. See, Russell Simmons was smart. Russell Simmons, when they tried to come after him, he saw what they did to Cosby. He went to Indonesia, and they can't touch him. He good. He in Bali. Now he ain't worrying with the situation. Now, I know he comes back and forth to America at times, but he's not here when they were trying to really get at him. You understand what I'm saying? He was smart. But Jonathon Majors did not do anything wrong. The reaction from the U.S. government, because the military is the government, was swift. Didn't even practice the Constitution or anything. Just immediately dismissed the brother, right? But we gotta learn. As brothers, we have to learn. We have to play the game. We have to, keep our distance. I'm telling you, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had it right. I'm telling you, he had it right. We trust me, because we tried it Dr. King's way. We tried it. And even toward the end of his life, he said, I'm integrating my people into a burning building, a burning house. You understand? Even Dr. King, the one that pushed integration, realized it. And have we been better off since integration? No. We're worse off than what we were. As I stated before, I talked to my father. He lived during the time of segregation. He also, was coming into integration. And he said that today we don't own much like we used to. We don't have our neighborhoods, like we used to. Like when I showed that video about that Blue Valley subdivision out there in Johannesburg, we had the same things right here in America in the past. We didn't have no Pookie and Riri issue. We didn't have all those issues because we was to ourselves. I always tell people, when we get to ourselves and left the hell alone, black people do wonderful things. This is why they always coming around us. This is why they don't want to leave us alone. Because when we go by ourselves, that's a problem. Oh, you guys want segregation. I thought that was wrong or whatever. We can't do nothing on our own without them trying to come in, infiltrate anything. I say this, I just have a strict policy. You're not coming in here what I'm doing. You're not infiltrating a thing. Because my model and what I promote and what I push doesn't allow for you to come into it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I talk to my community at home and abroad, and that will not change. Even when that day and hour come, well, I will not be living in the United States anymore. I'm still gonna talk to my people, whatever country I'm in and abroad. It's just that simple. So I'm not looking to quote unquote cross over. I'm not looking to gain their community. I'm not saying people in their community, they do watch, they do enjoy, they say they like what I do, they agree with a lot of it, and hey, shout out to them. But I'm still only going to focus on my community. It's just that simple. Because the thing is, the reason why I've seen so many of our brothers get caught up like this, with like Jonathon Majors. So many of our brothers go to jail. So many of our brothers get killed out here. And for lies. Remember, Jonathon Majors called the police and he went to jail. I've covered stories in the past of black people have called the police and the race soldiers come and shot them down like dogs. I've covered many of those stories. And they the one called the police. So as a black man in America, You call the police, you may be calling in. Either you going to jail or you losing your life or you being hurt real bad. And you the victim. You know what I'm saying? As I stated before, brothers and sisters, I'm just tired. I'm tired, and I'm going to do something about it. I got my plan set up. I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to just complain about it. But our brother Jonathon Majors, like I said, he is being, vindicated, and rightfully so. I hope our brother learned from this experience. But y'all let me know what y'all think about our brother Jonathon Majors here. He didn't deserve any of this slander that they did to our brother. He didn't deserve any of that. The brother, definitely just think a little bit more on who he's dealing, especially with women, especially in this system that he's living in. And we'll see you on the next one.